I've never seen a zombie movie like this. Maybe in the next 100 years. There's no movie that can beat this one. It's so cool. I want everyone to see it. So, I've been up all night trying to recap this movie. Start the movie at a disinfection point. Disease control in Korea. The staff said, in front of the probiotics company that's leaking, but the truck driver said he had a job. Fold in. We'll come back out. I think I just went into a section. Hit a deer again. Afraid of getting in trouble. So the driver just got out of the car and left immediately, but suddenly changed the deer after being stabbed. Slowly get up again. With white eyes. There's no life. And this is Sioku, director of the probiotics factory. I'm having a headache because the plant is leaking. A lot of dangerous biologics. It did. But the consequences were devastating. I had a headache at the company. But Sioku has another worrying when he gets home. That's the girl. Your wife left your father and son to go somewhere else. Make me fall into the scene. Cuckold. Tomorrow is also my daughter's birthday. So I gave my daughter a gift. But the daughter is not happy. Turns out you just want your dad to take you out tomorrow. So early the next morning, my father and I got on a train to travel. But when you both got on board, it's at the bottom. A guard does not notice. They also ran through the door that this person had previously been attacked by a deer. At this time, Sioku's daughter is sad. So, but there's no toilet in your cabin. The drum only goes to other compartments until the father wakes up. I didn't see the girl next to me. Make you hurry up to find. The girl who escaped on the train was sick. The white eyes flashed their teeth and attacked the flight attendant. To see this scene, it made a lot of passengers panic, but they just thought, this is just a normal fight, until the hostess, who was bitten, also got sick. People are aware of the problem. Stand up and find your way. Place the whole train into chaos. Meanwhile, Sioku is still traveling to find a girl. When the toilet is finished, open the door. I see a lot of people running around scared. You don't understand what's going on. Meanwhile, the epidemic is spreading rapidly. Very quickly was tilting the car next to it. Sioku is also here and watching. See, the situation is not right. I hurriedly hugged her and ran away. The zombies are chasing after us. They even made the whole wagon stiff. Wherever they go, they sweep there. Nothing can stop these zombies. Young Sioku and his wife are also horrified. Meanwhile, Sioku's father and son have succeeded in their compartment, but when they come back, Morong Sioku and his wife are trapped. That's why I told you to save those two. Immediately, Sioku opens the door and lets the couple in. However, the door here has no latch, but the zombies are extremely aggressive to demand. Morong Sioku tries to hold the door. Who suspects? Sioku said that there was no need to do that, because these zombies don't know how to open doors. They're no longer human zombies trying to. They only attack because they see us. Hear that? Young Sioku's wife immediately threw water and put newspaper on the door. Make the zombies stop attacking. Now the whole train is only a few compartments away. There is no peace outside. Zombies are everywhere. Now the streets are completely overrun by zombies. So the ship can only go forward now. The South Korean government has also ordered lockdown where zombies appear. Shortly after, there was an announcement on board. The driver said the train would stop at the ga ahead. There's an army waiting, and everyone will be saved. However, when the train stopped, the train station is completely empty. Even a fly doesn't show up here. But no one suspected and got off the train, and just walked into the ga house together. But there's no shadow in here. Until we go down the stairs. Ghost guy Young Sioku saw a shield. There's blood. My gut tells me there's something wrong. Not long after they met the army, these soldiers have turned into zombies. See it all? Morong Sioku then lifted his wife to the next stairs. They quickly ran away from the zombies. It turned out earlier, the army was sent here to crack down on zombies, but they failed 7 times to get infected. These zombies have tremendous power. They've completely lost control. Run after everyone who has to run away. But Sioku was unfortunately arrested again. I quickly used a book. In the zombie's mouth. Then you get out. Before another bunch of zombies came, there were also some people running out to the train. As soon as the door is opened, the zombies inside came out. A lot of people were attacked by them. However, there are still many people who have successfully boarded the ship, including Morong Sioku's wife, with Sioku's daughter. But, those people are still blocking the zombies in the chicken house. Under to great an impact, each glass door quickly broke. Know what? Morong Sioku and Sioku, who only have to wring their legs on their necks. The train is also starting to move. Due to being lighter than Sioku, it was convenient to get on the train. But with my fat body, Morong Sioku is not up yet. I just ran. You have to stop zombies. Lucky with all your efforts. I finally managed to get on board, but on board the doors of the compartments were destroyed. Now just make a little noise. It was definitely discovered by the zombies. So, people have to move very gently. Man Young Sioku's wife, Saul, and to others. He also escaped to a toilet. Outside, the zombies are still trying to get inside. At this rate, they probably won't last long. That is, they called Morong Sioku for help. Know that your family is in danger. Morong Sioku with Sioku and a student decided to go to the rescue. To prevent zombies from biting them, they use wrapping paper on their hands. When they are ready, 3 people immediately leave. Morong Sioku takes the lead and moves forward. Wherever they go, they take out the zombies. Which one can withstand a punch from Morong Sioku? KBA is so coordinated. Push all the zombies back to the zombies. So they went through the compartments. At this time, the train went into the tunnel. No light hordes of zombies like disorientation. They just turn around and attack something that makes a sound. So 3 people know the key. The zombies didn't see it. That they attack based on the sound they hear. 3 people are currently using the book. Sioku uses his phone to throw music away. I heard the sound of the zombies rushing towards me, and they're succeeding, without being discovered by zombies. Not long after, they reached out to their families. Fortunately, those people are safe. The student is also texting a friend. Tell them to open the door. Let them in. Who suspects the girl when talking about this to others? A man in a suit protested. He said there were so many zombies outside. That's very likely, but that person is already infected. So at all costs, no AI is opening the door. Hear these words one AI speak, and that means they agree with that. and then when the Kia come back, the door was locked. And the guy who's directing this is the guy in the vest. While the guy, Morong-seok, is trying his best to block the door, stop the zombies from rushing where they see them. The situation is not good. Si-tu-fu also ran to help. The student uses a stick, tried to break the front door, but the glass doesn't know what it is. It won't break forever. The situation over there is increasingly tense. The door at the Morong setup is about to stand. I tried to use my hands to hold the door, but who expected to be locked up by a tragic animal for a shot? Know that you are about to be infected, but I still don't give up and hold on. Very lucky now. The student also managed to break through the door. Who suspected? The men led by the man in the vest are evil. They tried to block the door. Don't let those people in. Only a few people stand in their way. But their strength is too weak to do anything. Morong-seok feels like he's about to change. I hurriedly told Seok-woo to run away. Morong-seok's wife was also very distressed. The two spouses can no longer be together. Soon the door was also destroyed. Morong-seok uses his whole body. Stop the zombies? Even if you turn into them, I am determined to protect everyone. Until you fall and let the zombies overtake you. The door here is also open. Seok-woo has successfully escaped danger in the game. It's too spicy. He then taught the man in the vest a lesson. And then, he led Theo to his supporters. Go to another cabin? I don't care about the bad guys anymore. Those people have heart. It's even scarier than prison. And, a woman who recognized the nature of those guys. And we can't let those bad guys do their damn thing. That's why they don't pay attention. She secretly opened the door and let the zombies rush in. By the time Kia realized, it was too late. And then the train suddenly sped off. It turns out that the front of the track is blocked. The train driver also announced, tell everyone to stay where they are and you will come down to find another ship for everyone. Who suspected? The ship next door is full of zombies. That made him run into a nearby warehouse. Meanwhile, Seok-woo's team loses their patience, so they drag each other down the boat and ran away. The most surprising thing is the name of the dress. The vest is alive. He and another escape to the bathroom. Who knows when people aren't paying attention? The guy in the vest pushed the enemy out. Let zombies attack. He took that opportunity and ran out, but he forgot to close the door. The zombies also escaped. They quickly chased after the man in the suit. Meanwhile, Seok-woo's group has no luck. When you and everyone else are hiding in a ship's lot, there are thousands of zombies at any time. They can also break the glass. In the warehouse, the driver also found a boat. He hurriedly drove it out. Who suspects? The man in the suit is about to be attacked by zombies. So, you jumped in to save him in the face of danger, and the guy in the suit pulled the driver back. In front of zombies, he was bitten, and the guy in the vest quickly ran to safety. On this side, the zombies broke through the glass. They're bored, and attack people hiding in the crevices. The man in the group accepted the sacrifice. Use your body to stop the prisoners. Let others have it. Escape assembly? That's why 3 people were lucky to escape. They're doing their best to get to the front of a moving train. Chasing them are thousands of zombies going crazy. They just stumble. They will definitely be eaten by them. Fortunately, they got on board. However, a zombie also clings to the steel hull at the stern, and then the others just clung to each other. Keep this momentum soon. The train couldn't stand to stop. Now even the wheels start to burn. See, the situation is not right. Seok, who only used his feet to land the zombies. It takes 30 minutes to cut off the zombies. But when you get into the cockpit, the guy in the suit turned into a zombie. Even though he was infected, the evil nature is still there. At all costs, he wants to get everyone infected. So this guy just rushed to Seok-woo. That attacked madly. It quickly knocked you down. Now he's going to rush to the shovel and the woman. But Seok-woo realized this guy's intentions. So I tried to use my hands to fuck his mouth. I tried to take the pain and threw it. Enemy off the ship. Then, I know I don't have much time. I have very little time left to guide the woman who controls the ship. Then he said his last words to his daughter. This is the first time I say words of love to Saul, but it's also cruel. That was the last time. My parents couldn't hold back their tears. I hurried out of the room and closed the door, and then I was completely transformed. But there's a smile in your mouth. Then you use your last bit of consciousness to jump off the train. If the train goes one more segment, it must stop. You'd have to get down to walk. When you go through a tunnel, they were discovered by the soldiers. The movie is over. If you see or give me a like and a channel subscription. Meanwhile, Korea right now, it's turned into a giant zombie lair. The number of zombies must reach several 10 million. All major cities in South Korea, it was almost invaded by zombies. It all happened so suddenly that the government can't stop. Only a few people are protected by the military, put on a ship to emigrate to another country. Among those lucky people, there is young Seok's family. When I'm talking to my sister and granddaughter, then his subordinates informed Cho Dong-seok that this train is moving to Hong Kong. Dong-seok had to immediately go to find his boss to ask about who expected in the room. There seems to have been a young man infected via withdrew zombies. At that moment, Dong-seok's nephew went to pick up the ball. Then the Kia people change. That's what everyone in the room saw. They quickly run away. Dong-seok Van is talking to his superiors without knowing the story. When you get the message, run back. But it's too late. There was a lot of blood on the wall. Open the door and walk in. You see all the people inside. It's all turned into a prison. I can't believe I just left. And it all happened this bad. Even though it's painful. But Dong-seok still tried to advise his sister. We have to get out of here. My grandmother would rather die. Not abandoning my son. Seok could only try to suppress the pain. Close the door. By this time, the brother-in-law came running. It was too late. The two of them had to see it with their own eyes. My loved ones, attacked by zombies. Probably, this is the most painful scar of your life. That the refugee ship then, sending Korean survivors to Hong Kong. However, their lives over the past 4 years have been difficult. Dong-seok with others, they're only allowed to live in slums. That the former commander of Dong-seok, it has now also become a giant lake. He made a proposal to the mail lead today. It's going back to South Korea for $22 million. That year, an army car was left on a bridge in South Korea, and there's $22 million in that car. If Young Seok is successful in bringing that money back, you'll get to cents and $5 million. With that money, you don't have to think about money for the rest of your life. Even though I know this is a betting mission, my whole life, but for the chance to change lives. So, Young Seok and his brother-in-law agreed. The next day, Young Seok's group boarded the train to return to Korea. The army of the Great CAI also, equipped with a fully loaded gun. They're just on the train waiting for Young Seok's group to come back. The time to do this task is only 3 days. If you run out of time and don't come back, they'll drive away. Young Seok's group of 4 then boarded the boat into Korean territory. Even though it's only been 4 years, but the cities in Korea have been devastated. It's been so quiet and so scary. But it turns out that this is just the tip of the iceberg, because it's night. Zombies are not seen, so they're standing still, knowing that Young Seok's group must be careful. The movement must also be gentle, or you'll wake up to the zombies. Go for a piece. They found the suspicious car, but when Young Seok went back to check, I know it's not this car. At this time the moon appeared. The light just kept shining into the glass room next door, to reveal the thousands of prisoners inside. Make Seok worm afraid of his face. Hurry back to the team. Right after that, people also drive somewhere else to look for. It's a few more kilometers. The whole group discovered one. Another truck this time. They went to check it out together. Open the car door. It's filled with dollars. Of course. No doubt about it. This is exactly the car they're looking for. This makes us happy to show up, but they didn't know that death is waiting for them. The brother-in-law then tried to open the door to drive the car. The driver inside suddenly woke up. It causes both sides to clash. There was no other way. Seok just fired. But the gunfire attracted the zombies nearby. They quickly rushed to attack them. Seok immediately pulled out his gun and shot them down one by one. Zombies are no different than water. One wave after another. One wave after another. If you stay here long enough, you will be killed by them. Seok jumped in the car and ran away. When you cut off the zombies, everyone is also excited. I thought I was going to be a billionaire. But it's not that simple. And all of a sudden, this AI is shooting flares in their way. Again, Seok's group doesn't know what's going on. The glare of light that attracted attention of the zombies nearby. They came running together to attack Young Seok's group. You have to immediately give orders to everyone. Quickly run away, but run a few 10 meters. Their car was in an accident. VA hit too hard to make the main male splashed outside. Was that? Mysterious people continue to fire flares into the sky. Make the light shine like the day. Zombies are also more aggressive. Directly, to make Young Seok's teammates die. Fortunately, the brother-in-law managed to hide in the trunk of the truck. Go back and forth. There's only one left. Young Seok is still struggling, but soon the gun ran out of ammunition. The zombies are getting bigger and bigger. I thought it was hard to live today. I thought that suddenly there was a car. The driver was a girl about 20 years old. To say, this girl's driving skills are outstanding. Even F1 drivers are hard to match, with just a few twists and turns. She got rid of the zombies. Besides you, there is a sister, but both of the cousins are very calm. You're dealing with thousands of zombies. That made Seok run away. This sister's driving over all the zombies. Likes to get in the way. Where there is too much, the girl will immediately turn into a dead end, and the zombies just pile up. If there are too many zombies in front of you, my sister is out now. She drives a toy car. Directly divert the zombies away. Let your sister drive safely. Very quickly, they were completely rid of the zombies. But over here, Young Seok's brother-in-law was not so lucky. When outside the trunk of the truck, there are still a lot of zombies, who expected soon after. There's a car with a very bright light. That car lured all the zombies out. As soon as they're gone, 3 cars approached the truck. Walking down is a bunch of people. They were the few who survived the disaster. But they're not the kind of nice people. These people, they can take any AI life they want. They only have their own interests. There is no love. There's a lot of food in the truck, so don't hesitate. They drove that car back to the base. That also made Jun Seok's brother-in-law fall into the hands of bad people. On this side, Young Seok also woke up. I found myself in the place of 2 girls. But most surprisingly, there was an old man with an older woman. When he saw that girl's face, Young Seok was stunned by that woman. It's the same person he refused to help for years ago, and now they're saving you a life. Right after that, Young Seok also told everything to these people. I heard you say just get the Kia truck back. They can leave Korea, but did not expect. Right now, the truck was taken back to the base by the bad guys, and the leader even took Young Seok's brother-in-law in. Zombie ring. This is a ring they own. Can say, who has to participate in this arena. Life is not equal to death. Not only that, the money in the trunk was also found. That's the commander. I also found Young Seok's phone. This is the only way to contact the ship. Waiting at sea. SEO name then. I used the phone to call the wire. Over there on the train, he told me to bring the money to the port. They're going to get out of Korea. The SEO leader quickly agreed, because getting out of here, it's no different than winning the lottery. Right now, inside the arena, Young Seok's brother-in-law is stripped of his clothes. It's marked with the number 61, and then you're taken to the playground. Soon a bunch of zombies were released. The rule of the game is that the player must find a way to survive, and overcome the zombies in 3 minutes. If AI doesn't get through, it will have a terrible ending. It's a zombie bite. Out there are people who are excited. You can tell these people are not zombies. It's worse than zombies. Fortunately, Young Seok's brother-in-law is safe. This side, Young Seok and the others also made plans. They're going to get the truck back, then we'll leave together. So wait until it gets dark. Young Seok's group continued to act, because there's been a couple of times that VA's been in contact with the bad guys. So the woman, they also know their base. It doesn't take long to get there. They've gone deep inside. But inside the zombie ring, the SEO commander is also working on his plot. He said he'll open the ring until morning, let everyone enjoy it comfortably, but actually, he did this so he wouldn't be noticed. And he'll take that chance, take the money to the port and leave Korea. But right now, Young Seok and the woman who found the truck check that the money is intact. The phone is no longer there. At this time, the guy's brother went to the car. The result was caught by 2 people, threatened by this guy. Just open up the phone. He's in the commander's room. Young Seok immediately ran to find the phone. Who would have expected the commander to come here soon after? When he saw the man being held, he fired. Make a woman just drive. Click on the SEO name. Made him faint on the spot. But inside the zombie ring, it's still going on. Young Seok ran straight into the arena and he exploded. Shoot down the zombies. He saved his brother-in-law from danger. But getting out of this place is not easy, because the bad guys don't want to let you go. They're shooting like crazy with guns. Not only that, but zombies are everywhere. They're in a situation where they hang their hair for 1,000 pounds. This time a guy with a gun tried to shoot Seok. So my brother-in-law took a bullet. He died in front of Seok. That made me completely angry. You shoot with a gun. Right now. Kia woman also drove Lao to the rescue. He managed to get young Seok in the car, but the bad guys won't let it go. Get in the car and chase. There are a lot of zombies out there right now. Make the car of Zoom Seok cannot move south. The car was quickly surrounded by zombies. They thought it would be their meal. The two girls showed up in time. Directly attract all the zombies chase. He successfully rescues young Seok's car. Out of danger? After cutting off the zombies, everyone came back here thinking that it's over. They could have left this hellish place, but who thought the Kia were chasing their ass? They shot hundreds of flares into the sky to form an artificial sun, lighting the whole city directly. Not only that, but those people kept shooting. At this point, one of the guys managed to get close to the two girls' cars, but this guy underestimated it. These girls just saw the girl driving a car. Kia's car crashed into a lot of zombies. Who knows what that guy's going to end up with? But now in the light of the flares, zombies are getting crazier than ever. That made young Seok's escape. It's become very difficult. There was a guy with a gun. He got into young Seok's car. Fortunately, none of the bullets hit the target. These people are so cruel. Anyway, they don't want to ignore young Seok. The zombies are getting more and more crowded. It's like South Korea's zombies are here. Make the girl have to use the ultimate driving skills to open the other side. The mother also succeeded. You can take out the cars of the bad guys. In the end, there was only one car left. At this point, young Seok told the woman, let's drive to the right. Turns out you saw the glass cage. There are thousands of zombies inside. As soon as you get to the right location, you shoot and destroy the glass. Make thousands of zombies spill out. Directly stop the car of the great CA. And so he had to suffer a terrible fate. It's a meal of zombies. After killing all the bad guys, the mother breathed a sigh of relief. But before they can be happy, they're in trouble. A car suddenly came, crashed into her daughter's car. Turns out it's the SEO commander. He took the woman's daughter. Then, he forces her and young Seok to give him the truck. And now my sister's blinking, signaling to me. She immediately drove a toy car that caught the SEO commander off guard. You also succeeded in getting out. But that guy came back and shot her. The old man on the team had to jump off that bullet. He died in front of everyone. The SEO commander took that opportunity and drove the truck away. He managed to board the ship outside the harbor. I thought there was heaven ahead of him. Hey, I suspect the big CA up here to face directly ended the SEO commander's life with a barrage of bullets. That's before going to hell. This guy still got the reverse. The car stopped the ship's door. The zombies outside immediately rushed inside. As a result, there's no AI inside this ship that survived. Young Seok also saw it all from a distance. I'm secretly glad, because I'm not the driver of the truck. There was a helicopter in the sky. See that? The new woman begged in young Seok at all costs. Let's get your two daughters out of here, and you'll stay to distract the zombies. For everyone, because of the woman's sacrifice, 3 of them managed to get to the helicopter. Meanwhile, the woman is still trapped in the truck. Now you've almost given up everything. Who thought that moment young Seok was back? You're running and shooting to attract. The zombies heard the gunfire. The woman's will to fight also returned. She calmly shot down all the zombies next to her, then open up a way for yourself to escape. At the same time, Zoom Seok is also far away. Finally, everyone has managed to get on the plane and taken to a place that's really worth living in. The movie is over. If you see or for me, please like and subscribe to the channel.